Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom in the Bake Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday evening. It's been a day for me. The day didn't start out too terribly bad. I felt okay, sort of, with the exception of the pain from the kidney stones. Felt okay getting up this morning. Put on a little makeup. I don't know if you can tell that I have any on now, but I did put some on this morning. And somewhat did my hair, put these cute little earrings on. I forgot to show y'all these when I was showing you the Happy Mail from Diane the other day. She included some cute little costume jewelry earrings. And so I put these little earrings in and found my bottom massa shirt after emptying out a bunch of baskets. It's a 5X shirt, so it's huge on me. Didn't used to be, wasn't when I bought it. But I like wearing the big shirts, so I like the fact that it comes almost to my knees now. Oh, I can laugh now because I've had food and half a pain pill. Yeah, they give me some of that big boy pain medicine at the emergency room, the prescription for it anyway. And I had half of one after my food so that it wouldn't impact me so much. Because I'm walking around all day. But went to the, I mailed a package. I had to email the recipient so they know it's coming. But, and mailed a couple of postcards. And then I headed over to the weight loss doctor. But what I forgot to do was grab my new Medicare Advantage insurance card before I left the house. So when I got to the weight loss doctor, I didn't have that new card and they wouldn't see me. They rescheduled my appointment for next Tuesday. So luckily my appointment with the urologist was it was down the road from the house, so I could swing by the house and pick that card up before going to that appointment. And so that's what I did. I stopped by here and got that card before going to that appointment. And luckily, when I got to that appointment, they were able to pull up the CAT scan and all the other tests that the emergency room at the other hospital system ran Sunday. So I didn't have to go for another CAT scan for them to verify that what I was telling them was accurate. They were able to pull up the CAT scan results and see that I have 2 kidney stones in the left kidney. I also have kidney stones in the right kidney, but they're not causing me any problems at the moment. They're a little concerned, apparently, that I have some in the right kidney, but the potential for them to cause me problems is there, but they're not currently causing me problems. But the ones in the left that have dropped into what they call the ureter, which is that tube between your kidney and your bladder, are 4 millimeters, and 5 millimeters, and they're stacked on top of each other. So right now I'm still able to go and pee on my own without, a stent. And so I'm able to still pass urine. So I was lucky and didn't have to have a stent. I hate those things. I really hate those things. They're very painful and uncomfortable. And I had to go last year when I had kidney stones. I had to go almost a whole month with a stent in, and it was excruciating, and it was so uncomfortable. It was very, very grueling and terrible. And I'm really glad that I didn't have to go that route this time, and because I'm still able to, pass urine without a stent. So thank goodness for that. But they did send me for all the pre-op testing, blood drawn, EKG, chest x-ray, all that stuff. Talk to the nurse, talk to the anesthesiologist. All that stuff's been done. So now they'll just call me when they have an open spot. and schedule it then. They did have a cancellation for tomorrow, but I didn't have a ride. You know, when you do this sort of thing, you kind of got to have a ride there and a ride home, because you shouldn't drive yourself when you have to go in under anesthesia. You need to, have transportation there and back. So I didn't have that tomorrow because Will has to work and he's my only ride for such things. It was just too short notice for me to find someone to take me and drop me off. I mean, I could have probably Ubered, but it's just too short a notice, for tomorrow. It would have just been too short a notice for anything. I need more notice than that. But anyway, so that's now set in motion. So I'm just, in a waiting game to find out when I'll be going to have these kidney stones dealt with. So there's that. And and then next Tuesday, I go back to the weight loss doctor with my new insurance card in my wallet. So I don't know why. I looked at the cards and they look exactly the same, except for one says one date, active, and one says another date active. So that's the only difference I could find on the cards that would make sense as to why they couldn't use the same card, the same policy number, all the same numbers. I don't understand. But she wouldn't even see me. So they wouldn't even let me be seen. And I could see the doctor behind her in the window there. But oh well. Wasted a trip all the way out there just to be turned around and sent back. So it was very aggravating. It was, I'm in pain on top of having to drive all the way out there just to be turned around and sent back. So I thought it was very rude. And then the nurse that, one of the pre-op nurses, it was like the Spanish Inquisition. She just kept asking question after question. And I'm like, y'all don't have this in your records? You don't have this in your records? It's not like I hadn't been going to that daggum hospital for freaking 12 years. And she kept asking stuff that should have been right in front of her face. And it was just, and then she's going through my medication list. Like, what's this for? What's that for? Lady, it should be right in front of your face. It was so annoying. What do you take this for? What do you take that for? It's in front of your face. There's a way to ask people questions, and then there's an intrusive, nosy way to ask people questions. And she was intrusive and nosy. It's just like I just got a sense about her that she was just a you-know-what. You know what I mean? And she was crabby with me, and I was crabby right back with her. And then she stuck me in a room, and for 30 minutes, I sat there and watched the whole episode of Big Bang Theory on a TV, waiting area. And I finally decided to get up, open the door, and go look for the anesthesiologist that I was supposed to be consulting with over the pre-op stuff. And apparently he had just been handed my file. How long was I going to sit there and wait? For time for people to turn the lights off and go home? Luckily, he kind of looked, he said, well, you just went through the same procedure last May. And I said, yeah. And he said, well, we don't have to go through all this stuff. You already know all this stuff. And I said, yeah, I do. Hello. Finally, somebody who gets it that I already know. Ooh. It was just one of those kind of days. Those kind of days where you get in your van and you plug in your phone and you turn the Metallica music up as loud as you can get it and just drive to the Hobby Lobby where its yarn is 30% off and find you some pretties. And even that almost didn't work because I hadn't eaten all day. And so I was hangry on top of everything else. And so, yeah, but I did find some pretties. I found one thing that wasn't yarn. I'll show y'all that first. And those of you that have been with me a while, y'all know how I feel about the beach. And I love beachy things. And so I found something that was on clearance that this really would work with my, you know, my little beachy theme. And so I bought this to put somewhere back here, somewhere. But I thought this was really pretty. And so I'll put it back here somewhere. And it wasn't very big, and I think it was $3, something like that. It was cheap. Because it was $6.99, but then they were marking it another 50% off or something like that. So I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was cheap, and it was really pretty. I really like it. So I'll put it back here somewhere and enjoy it. And it's not very heavy. It's made of wood, but it's very pretty. You see? Yeah, I like it. In my painting days, I might have painted it, but not now. And I must have had Eva on the brain, because I looked and found this. This is one of Eva's favorite colors. And this is I Love This Yarn. And the stats are, this one is 5 ounces, 142 grams, 252 yards, 230 meters. It's 97% acrylic, 3% metallic polyester. It's a 4-weight, 5mm needle, knitting needles, 5.5 crochet hook. This is called Grapette. And as you can see, it's sparkly. It's purple sparkly. And because I will eventually, I don't know when, but soon-ish, I'm going to make her something with this in black. So I got some more black. So these two colors will make Eva something. I don't know yet. Probably a cardigan, because I think this will make a really pretty cardigan. I don't know if it'll be the granny stitch cardigan or the solid stitch cardigan. Something like that. But I think this will be pretty together. And it will match her effervescent personality. So I got 4 of these, and I think 4 more of these. And let's see, what else did I get? And since I got one of these in the Happy Mail that I got from Diane, I just got one more. And this is that Stonewash in the teal. And so I said, well, I hate having just one of that yarn. So I wanted at least 2. I'll figure something out to do with it. But now I have 2 of this one. And I'll figure I'll integrate it into a Granny Square project at some point. But I mainly wanted to make sure that they actually still carried this yarn, because I didn't know how long she had that skein, because it looked like it had been around a little while. And, you know, Hobby Lobby does cycle out their colors and change their, you know, what they carry from time to time. But, yeah, they still have this one. And so this is the first time. I don't normally buy just one skein of a particular color, but I only bought one of this one because I already had the other one that I just got from Diane. So now I have 2 of this, and I will integrate it into a project. I actually have some yarn that's somewhat similar to this that I can partner with this. So I will probably do that. And then I got, yep. And then I got like 4 of these. And turquoise, of course, is my color. And this is called Aqua Black. And this is the I Love This Yarn print. And so the stats are the same as the sparkle here. So, yeah. But I like this one. I'll probably integrate this into a sweater or something. I have a feeling that I'll probably be making myself some tops and sweaters as I get smaller and be able to enjoy crochet more, because it, you know, I can be cute in crochet when I get smaller, even smaller. So now that I'm down to 302. But this is my Hobby Lobby happy retail therapy that I had to have after the day I had. But I think I got 4 of these. Yeah, four of these. So, yeah, I'll turn this into something too. So, I've come to not be so shy away from the color black. So, I know for the longest time, the color black made me sad. But I think I'm starting to get over that. Because it's just a color, and I don't have to, it doesn't have to make me sad. It can just bring attention to other colors that you pair with it. And I think that's what I'm going to let that be. I think I put too much emphasis on the color black being sad, because for the longest time that's a color. It's a color that I hid in when I was deep in depression, many years ago, when I was deep in depression, and all I wore was black. And when me and the boys used to live in Arkansas, and I suffered from deep depression, and all I wore was black. Almost all my clothes were black, and I was depressed all the time, and I didn't know why, and I don't even know what started me wearing color and bright colors and everything. But once I started wearing bright colors and everything, I stopped wearing black, and I associated the color black with such a dark time in my life. And then the thought of wearing black or being around a lot of black, I just associated it with that period of time that when I was so sad and so depressed. And so I just, I lumped it into that category, and it never really got out of that category for me. And so now with, Will's lady friend really likes the color black, and she likes to wear a lot of black, and it looks good on her. She's a beautiful girl, and she's a happy woman. I mean, she's a reasonably happy woman. So obviously it doesn't, sway her personality. So maybe that's why, it's like, what, that doesn't have anything to do with her moods. So, why should I let it have anything to do with mine? And so I'm coming out of that mindset that it makes me sad. It no longer makes me sad. So it makes the colors that I pair with it pop. So that's what I'm going to lean toward. And I have a neck light that I found when I was doing some cleaning, and I recharged my neck light so I can work with the black. And so there's that. And so I can pair this with the black if I want to make something with this, and make it pretty. And it doesn't have to make me sad anymore, and I can enjoy it. Of course, when I was looking to buy a shirt, Joe Bonamassa is a blues musician, if you're new to my channel, and he's my favorite blues musician. And when I was looking to have a t-shirt with him on it, all the t-shirts my size were black. So I didn't have a choice. There was no choice. There was no blue or gray or anything. It was only black. And so I just, I went ahead and ordered it in black. And since then, I've got other shirts that are black. So I've come to, be okay with the color black. And it no longer, needs to be something I hide in when I'm sad. But anyway, I just figured I'd explain myself a little bit if you'd been around. And I noticed another one of my subscribers said that somehow YouTube had unsubscribed her to my channel. So if you're watching and you had to look me up because you were somehow unsubscribed, y'all might want to check and make sure that YouTube hadn't unsubscribed you to my channel, because subscriptions are free. And I did notice that I had a brand new channel member that joined the channel members at the highest level. So thank you so much for that, Carol. That was amazing. That's amazing. And I do appreciate all my channel members. I will write everybody down and give everybody a shout out soon. I just mainly, wanted to share my little retail therapy and go over today's events with everybody. I also got a little happy mail from a bestie. Let me get a little water here. This is some of that. I think this is, it tastes like strawberry water, but I think it's probably that red, white, and blue water. Walmart water. But when I have two besties that are the closest to me. I have a BFF and two besties and another really close friend. Of course, all of y'all are still my friends. I have lots of friends. And I'm very blessed to have you all. But as far as the bestie trio goes, that's me, Eva, and Amy. And so Amy with Hooked on Wishing Crochet, she sent me Valentine. And so I'm going to share with y'all that. I sent her a couple of postcards this morning. So she'll get that eventually at some point. I don't know if I sent them at the same time. I don't know if she'll get them at the same time. But I sent her a couple of postcards. It's Louisiana themed postcards. But she sent me this here ruler. And it goes on your wrist like that. You just put it on your wrist like that. Like the little slap bracelets that we had when we were kids. I think she sent one of these to Juan too. And she incorporated a really sweet note here. And this little, I think Juan got one of these too. This little notebook. I love sharks. So that's pretty cool. Me and Cindy with Pups and Crochet, we like to get into our Shark Week later this summer. Hopefully she and I can get together and do some more Shark Week stuff. You know, I don't know how many of y'all get into Shark Week, but me and my buddy BFF over there at Pups and Crochet, Cindy, she and I really get into Shark Week. And I have a book around here somewhere with shark facts. And so I know last year we did a live together, and we got into Shark Week. We started with the shark facts, and then it went off the rails, and we just laughed and carried on and had a good time with each other and with y'all, with the audience as well. And it was just a good time with everybody. And so hopefully we'll be able to do that again soon. She's got some trip that she's taken to go meet her new granddaughter. Her daughter's due any day now with a new granddaughter. And so she did pass her driving test. So she had to retake her driving test for some weird reason. And so she studied hard and she passed. I'm so proud of her. And so she gets to go see the grandbaby. And then look at that pretty little stitch marker with a paw, a doggy paw. So pretty. And then there's some stickers in here. And I'll share those with y'all. I think I'm going to put them on my little rolling card here with my other stickers that I put on there when I was trying to rearrange the room the other day. This one says, buying yarn and using it are two different hobbies. Ain't that the truth? I definitely concur. That is absolutely true with me. And here's another sticker that says, I'd rather be crocheting. Yes, that was the truth today. I took a bag with a crochet project in it, but I didn't get to do much with it. And this one says, it's not hoarding if it's yarn. I agree. So those are the stickers that she put in here for me. I'll put it back in the little Ziploc in a minute. And she included this pretty little paper heart here. Isn't that pretty? I wonder if she cut that out herself. She probably did. She's real crafty. But I forgot about this ruler. It's a ruler. See? Yep. I will probably use that because I don't know where my other little tape measure went to. But tomorrow I'm going to call the high school out there where Johnny used to go and see what all paperwork I can get from them, and then call that lady back at the place that we need to take all that stuff to and let her know what happened, and that I didn't forget about coming to see her, that I got sidelined with the kidney stones. I don't know how long I'm going to have to wait for a surgery date, probably a week or two. I'm trying to remember how long. I think it was 3 weeks or 3.5 weeks from the time they put the stent in last time to the time they actually did the surgery. I think it was about 3.5 weeks. So it could be that long. But I don't think my pain is as bad this time as it was then. So, and I could probably get that prescription pain medicine from Dr. Barnes when I go see him next week, to replace this big boy pain medicine that I got from the emergency room. He'll probably, if I asked him, he'll probably give me some to help me out. This non-narcotic pain medicine, because it's the medicine I got from the ER is narcotic pain medicine, and I'm just taking half a pill at a time, just to keep me, where I'm not in pain, in severe pain. So, and then I'll take Tylenol after that runs out. I'm just taking it while I'm at home. I'm not taking it and then going anywhere. I'm not stupid. I don't take any kind of narcotic pain medicine and then get up and go drive anywhere. No, I only take it if I'm only taking half a pill at a time anyway, but only taking it and then be home, and not have any plans on going anywhere afterwards. So, because I'm one of them overly cautious people. So, but that was my little bit of yarn and my little beach decor. I'll find a place for that back here in my yarn scape behind me. My little window stuff back here. I don't know where. I'll put it somewhere on top here, back here. But, and then tomorrow I'm not gonna get those shells from that guy because I never did hear anything back from him. So, and then I spent the money on yarn. And sending a package. So, oh well. I don't guess I need no shelves. I'll just continue to use my little cube organizer thing, and all these other little bucket things that I bought from the Dollar Tree. No big deal. I'll just put all my yarn back in this empty cube organizer tomorrow, and that'll be that. Maybe I'll do it tonight if I get a second wind. But that's about all I got for y'all tonight. I really appreciate all the prayers and support. I really do. I will get through this. I always get through it. It just sucks. About the time that I start seeing headway and getting my energy back and starting to get that new lease on life that was promised at the other side of the surgery and everything, now it got to be sidelined with kidney stones again. I'm hoping that this time that they can take one of the kidney stones that they, break up and do a test on it and find out what it's made of, and maybe they could figure out why I seem to be a kidney stone maker. That's what the nurse called me. She said that she'd seen all kinds of different people from all different walks of life with kidney stones, and she said some people are just kidney stone makers. No matter what you do, your body just makes them. So that may just be the case. I may just be stuck with it, a reoccurring issue. But I'd like to, get a test on this stone and find out for sure. I don't think they've ever done that for me. It may be something you actually have to request. So I'm going to request that they do that this time, and hopefully they will, and get a little fragment of one, and see if they can test it and find out exactly what it's made of and why my body keeps doing that. And maybe if we can figure out why my body keeps doing that, then I can make some changes to prevent it from happening again. Because after 20 plus years of dealing with this stuff, it's get old. Because there's no warning to it. There's no, one day you're fine, the next day, boom, they've dropped out of your kidney, and all of a sudden you're in, you're doubled over in agony. There's no warning to them. There's no, there's no warning signs. You don't get to, there's no scheduling to it, So it just all of a sudden comes on you, and throws a monkey wrench in your everyday life. And, there's nothing you can do. And yeah, and it did me that way all through the kids growing up. All through the kids growing up. Every time months, 6 months to a year would go by and I'd be fine. And next thing you knew, boom, another one would hit me. 6 months, a year, 2 years go by, boom, another one would hit me. And I'd just like a break. I'd like a longer break from them. I think the longest break I ever had was 1.5 years that I didn't have one. And I would just really like not to have them anymore. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to describe when you've had something happen to you continuously and you just really are tired of it. You're just really tired of it. And I thought for sure with the change in diet and the weight loss that maybe this is it. Maybe this will be the thing that beats the kidney stone production. Maybe this will stop it. I don't know. I'm so tired of it though. I feel like I've done everything on my end that I can possibly do to remedy the problem. I just need the doctors to capture a piece of it and do a test and see what else I could possibly do, if anything. I mean, this might have been, these 2 stones might have been left over from before I made these changes, because kidney stones do not form overnight. They take months, years to form. So these might have been just sitting in my kidney all that time. They don't just, pop up. They take a long time to form before they decide to break off and drop out of your kidney. So if you've ever known anything about kidney stones, that's what happens. They just sit in there and they just build up, and then they break off and drop out. And it takes a long time for that to happen. So this is not, this could have been just a carryover, and and this may be my last time with them, I don't know. But it would be nice for them to test it to see if this is, see if the changes I've made are going to sustain me or not. It would be nice to know that. So that's what I just have to be. I'm just not a very assertive person as far as my health goes. I'm not a very assertive person. I'm just going to have to be more assertive in far as making them get a piece and test it so that I can find that out. Hopefully this is the time that I can make that happen and put a stop to it, if that's even a possibility, because it could be just that this is my life. It could be just how it is, and I may not never get rid of them for good. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm not gonna let it stop me. I'm gonna keep going and keep putting one foot in front of the other, and just and nothing I can do about it beyond that. But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you have anything useful to say. Please keep your negative comments to yourself. Thank you. Bye.